He's
he
still
didn't
getting
have it.
set up.
Oh, there we go.
While
So,
he
okay.
gets set up, let me say this for the chat
Gotcha.
real
Go
quick.
ahead.
Comment.
Comments is crazy. They said my man LB on Negro time.
Bro, listen. I'm working. I was in another stream. I'm working, man. It ran a little late.
They on us today because I was texted. Was texted. They told us to pay attention earlier. They on us today.
For sure.
But what I was saying, chat, real quick.
I have no idea what happened. I don't know what the roster. I'm learning all of this as I'm here.
Okay,
my favorite people.
But
all right. So
we were talking about Bradbury.
Yes.
LB, just for the chat. Me and Tone, y'all. This talking to y'all, chat. Me and Tone weren't saying that having Bradbury is the ideal. What we're saying is don't bully him now that he's here. We're not saying we're glad he's here. What we're saying is stop bullying the man because he is on the team. Lord Brunson, you have the flow.
We ain't got no choice. We got to treat him with compassion and grace. He a bird.
Thank you.
He a bird. That's all we saying. We got to protect our own. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We got to protect our own. But I ain't gonna lie. That's one I did see. It did pop up on my phone. I was a little surprised. But this is why I think he made it though. I think he made it because we got some guys on the pup list. We got Sidney Brown. He ain't gonna be back till after the bye. Right. That opens up a spot, and you need that safety depth. So that's why I think he made it.
True. It's
Tristan McCullum made it.
Yeah, he did. I didn't think he would at first, but real quick, I'm gonna double back to the players that didn't make it, and then we'll come back to the players that did.
Okay, appreciate it.
Because I want to get your perspective on this from this angle, and then we'll dive into it from the other side. So I'm gonna go through these names again, and just once I go through it, just tell me names that stood out to you, names that you felt like would have made it but didn't. Names that you felt like rightfully so they shouldn't have made it. So I'm just gonna go through it real quick. So we got Oren Burks here, Paris Campbell, Nick Gates, Will Greer, Matt Hennessy, Perry Nickerson, Julian Okora, John Ross, Matt Sharping, Brett Toth. Then we got Gottlieb Ayadizi, Aneem Dankwa, Tyrion Davis Price, Kevin Folsch, Gabe Hall, Jacob Harris, Griffin Hebert, Taron Jackson, EJ Jenkins, Josh Jobe, Terrell Lewis, Dylan McMahon, Zach McPherson, Kendall Milton, PJ Mustafa, Joseph Ngata, Lou Nichols, Jason Poe, Armani Rogers, Andre Sam, Brandon Smith, Sean Steffens, Caden Stearns, Lakin Vakalahi, Austin Watkins, and then you got Sidney Brown on the pup list, and you got Albert O and Anaya Smith on injured reserve. So LB, you have the floor, man. Just give me your raw thoughts about this roster cut list.
EJ Jenkins should be on that. EJ Jenkins should have made the roster. You got to look at the tight end depth in its totality, man. You got what's the dude? Albert O. He on IR. Grant Calcaterra. I got to remain respectful. Because he ain't hurt yet. You know what I'm saying? Grant Calcaterra. Right. So I think EJ Jenkins should have definitely made the list. And what's my other guy, the wide receiver? Them the two biggest snubs, I feel like. But it's like, who do you cut in their place?
You're talking about
Campbell. Campbell should have made the list.
Oh, Paris Campbell
should have made the list. Paris Campbell should have made this list. My guy, the linebacker, where he at? Julian Okora. I like some things I've seen out of him. But those are my three biggest ones. John Ross wasn't bad, but Paris Campbell is actually good, and we didn't do him this. He didn't do himself no favors by not being able to be in the preseason.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I agree with you. The EJ Jenkins angle, I really thought he would make this roster.
Right.
The fact that they only elevated two tight ends is damning to me. And remember, I think we had a conversation a while back about the tight end position and whether we was worried about it or not. I think I'm worried now. Now.
Do y'all see a situation where they're like, maybe they're going to be experimenting with Johnny?
They didn't even do that in training camp. They didn't even do that in training camp. So why? That's the part that kind of confused me, right? They didn't even try that in training camp. So
you know what I mean? But he running around here shooting it down though, Tone, as a rookie.
No,
I'm a wide receiver, bruh. You whatever we say, you got to help the team. You feel me? We got a Super Bowl on the line. You are whatever we need you to be. Talking about I'm a wide receiver, bro. You're not the fastest. You bigger than the average wide receiver. Go make some of this tight end bread. You could be a Kyle Pitts, but bruh, he need to transition over.
That was funny. He said, "You whatever we say you is."
What happened to those guys back in the day that said, "I'll do whatever to help the team"?
Fact.
Bradbury said it.
Bradbury did say that. Bradbury said that.
I'm just messing with y'all.
Right. He said that, and it got him a spot on the roster.
Right, he said it, and it got him a roster spot. But that's why I'm a little bit like the areas we decided to slim down in offensive line. Not keeping a backup center, letting Dylan McMahon go. And again, maybe a practice squad is in his future, but also I could see another team swooping him up with him being a rookie, his potential. Letting EJ Jenkins go. We loaded down on corner. Like we kept so many DBs, which I'm not saying is the wrong move, but we kept so many goddamn DBs that we slimmed down in other areas.
We were so thin last year, though. I think we scared of running into that same situation at cornerback like we did last year.
But what about O-line, though? I'm just surprised we kept one less O-lineman when during this offseason, we've had so many guys get banged up on the offensive line, just as a whole. Even bodies that are now healthy, they were still banged up. So I'm just surprised that we wouldn't keep some insurance there, especially at backup center. But
we don't have one. You see it? We don't got one.
Yeah,
but we got guys that's cross-trained on the O-line, though. I feel like, Landon Dickerson, obviously he could play center. We wouldn't want him to. We want to stay where he made his bag at. But we got some guys that's probably cross-trained, at center. Or maybe we're waiting for somebody to clear waivers. What we got to understand is a lot of people were released. A lot of valuable assets were released. I think I seen Caleb Farley get released from Tennessee.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it's some people out there right now that was released. So we got some time. But right now we got 53 people on the roster, right?
Yeah. And again, this is only the initial, right? We still got a week and some change until the game get here. I definitely believe there's going to be some movement. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring in another offensive lineman again. There's no way they not going to bring back Dylan McMahon. There's no way. But here's the scary part. He got to go through waivers now. So somebody going to take a chance on him. I feel like somebody going to take a chance on him. And then
they love Trevor Keegan, obviously.
I love him too, bro. Like I really rock with Trevor Keegan. But I didn't hear about them cross-training Trevor Keegan as a center or Darren Kennard as a center or, Tyler, definitely not Tyler Steen, definitely not Fred Johnson. We really don't have a backup center, but again, there may be a move made at the end of the day.
Is Thomas Booker edge?
Thomas Booker is
Thomas Booker not edge. He's just DT.
DT. Yeah. So
okay.
Matter of fact, let's go back to the defense side, right? So on D line, Thomas Booker, I had him making it. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Moro Ojoma, Marlon Tuipulotu, Milton Williams. So I pretty much got that right. I had all 6 of those guys making it, and then the edge. You got Brandon Graham, Bryce Huff, Jalix Hunt, Patrick Johnson, Nolan Smith, Josh Sweat. Had them all making it. And then linebackers, Zach Bond, N'Kobe Dean, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., Ben Van Sumer, and Devin White. Pretty much all those guys.
I'm happy for Ben.
Yeah, you know what? Again, full transparency, I didn't have him making the initial 53. And that's because obviously I had players picked up elsewhere. But I'm not mad that he made this roster at all. I felt like in the Vikings game, he really showed his improvement. He was literally the highest graded defender in that game for the Eagles with like an 85 or 84 rating according to PFF. He was flying all over the field.
He gives good effort.
Yes.
He gives good effort. He gives us some good depth there. I don't got him ahead. I got him as the last guy out of that group.
Yes.
Right ahead of Trot. I mean, Trot is just ahead of him, but that's what we going with at linebacker. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, and this linebacker room, you ask yourself, and I'm curious about what your perspective on this. Is on this. I think I mentioned it earlier with Simone about how these linebackers, they're not top tier coverage linebackers, right?
Right.
So when you think about the DB room being as deep as it is now with 11 bodies, when I thought they would bring 9, they brought 11. What scenarios do you see transpiring with the formations and the plays being called in terms of personnel being on the field, right? Do you see them being in situations where they only have one linebacker on the field and they have that extra safety, you know, that big nickel or that dime look? Because I see value in Avonte Maddox in that situation.
Absolutely. You can kind of tell by the guys we have personnel wise and the guys we kept. Cooper DeJean is a menace in the box. You know what I mean? He is a menace in the box. So Cooper DeJean, you never know what his responsibility is on any given play because he absolutely can do it all. We've seen Quinyon Mitchell blitz from his cornerback position while other guys have dropped back in coverage in his spot. So yeah, you're gonna see guys playing different roles, although their natural position is like a nickel or some type of slot corner or whatever the case may be. These guys can wear different hats. Cooper DeJean is going to spend a lot of time hovering around the box with what I've seen in the season, in the preseason finale, man, with his tackling ability. So yeah, you're going to see some big nickel, man. It's not going to all be on the linebackers, which is why I like this roster a little bit more than years past on the defensive side of the ball. Other guys will have responsibilities as linebackers, and you never know. Nolan Smith might end up playing a lot of a role of a linebacker as well.
That's a good point, because I've been hearing a lot of people say, you know, Nolan, he's because they've been trying to throw him Bell or whatever. They've been saying, yeah, Nolan is you know, he's a linebacker, he's playing out of position. And I'm like, wait, since when? Since when was he playing out of position? Like, I thought he was a pass rusher, like we all did. Now all of a sudden he's playing out of position, right? And look, I'm not trying to turn this into a Nolan bashing session because I actually like Nolan.
I was wondering when y'all was gonna start.
I like him, but I had a real passionate and emboldened and a brazen live stream yesterday. And I told people very clearly, I said, listen, because somebody tried to say that, you know, Nolan wasn't really a part of that Hassan Reddick decision. And my mindset was, first of all, when you make a move like trading Hassan Reddick, you don't just make that move blindly. You assess what you have and you assess what you have and you assess what you're aiming for. And they decided that, you know what? We're willing to bet on what we have in the building already than to pay Hassan Reddick $25+ million. So I say all that to say, Nolan Smith, he has to make an impact. You're on this 53-man roster, as you should be. You're a first-round pick. You got to make an impact, brother. And I mean that with love.
Yeah, I mean, a part of the reason why it was easy to say goodbye to Hassan Reddick is because we thought Nolan Smith was going to be a guy that was going to take he's a first-round pick. You know what I mean? So we was comfortable not having to pay Hassan Reddick $29 million a year or whatever he was asking for. So whoever says that Hassan Reddick decision doesn't have anything to do with Nolan, they're just being delusional, man. They're being delusional, man. You don't let go. When Nolan Smith was drafted, that's when Hassan Reddick was like, all right, now I'm going to make these guys make a decision because I'm not playing on this contract that I outplayed. So now I want some more money because I see the play. Hassan saw the play. He saw the play.
I saw the play from a mile away. The profile, everything top to bottom. You saw it. He saw
the play. We're going to let him sit a year beyond Hassan. Then, you know, we're going to let Hassan finish out his contract.
But I've seen all the Nolan Smith discourse, and I don't understand why critiquing a player, people take that as bashing a player or giving up on a player. Critiquing a player is not giving up on a player. Like, critiquing what you seeing right now is not saying he can't be XYZ in the future. But not critiquing our players and turning a blind eye to someone who's not living up to their potential or their pick or what we spent on them, that's called delusional, and that's called what the little boys do. We want to act like we different from them, but if we just praise and love and act like everything's sweet with our players, that's the same thing that we complain and clown the little boys for doing. Critiquing somebody and saying, I thought we was going to be getting more production, or I thought we was going to be seeing more development at this point, is not hating on somebody. And it's not saying they can't change in the future. And also, please don't sit up here and act like now all of a sudden they want to separate Hassan Reddick from Nolan Smith's situation. However, after the draft, if we still have every single one of y'all comments, and we love y'all, We have all y'all comments documented. Just like y'all say, oh, y'all said this 5 months ago on this video. Y'all comments are still posted too. And if my memory serves me correct, I remember every single one of y'all, a baby Hassan Reddick. Nolan Smith is baby Hassan Reddick. We got 2 Hassan Reddicks. Oh, he's just like Hassan. Hassan said he sees himself in Nolan Smith. Now, fast forward to 2024. Who said he was Hassan Reddick?
You know what I'm saying?
Who said that?
You know,
y'all did.
He was he was drafted to be paired with Hassan Reddick. What are we talking about? In a way, but Hassan was not about to play on that price, and I don't blame him, man. I don't blame him. I feel sorry for him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him either. And then you know, to call it what it is, to take it a step further, they basically was playing chicken with both Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat. They both was on the trade block. They said, listen, whoever comes to the table first, they get their money. You know what I'm saying? And Josh Sweat clearly didn't have the same kind of leverage that Hassan Reddick had. So therefore, he had to be a little bit more compromising. Hence why he took the restructure and took the little $10 million, on the arm. You get what I'm saying? And Hassan Reddick was like, nah. So therefore, that's why Josh Sweat is still here. If Hassan Reddick was the one that came back and was a little bit more flexible, then Josh Sweat would have been going. It was pretty much a game of chicken. Whoever gave up first, they keep their job. And obviously, Hassan Reddick is in the situation he's in. But regardless, though, we got to focus on the people that's here. And Nolan Smith, Jalix Hunt, these young guys, these young Bryce Huff, we watching them. And the pressure is definitely on. I gotta ask y'all something though. This DT room, right? You look at it, how do you feel? Because I'm starting to see these narratives pop up about, where's the pass rush going to come from?
The pass rush, I think, is going to come. I think it's going to come from the creativity of Vic Fangio. It's not going to be on one group. I think it's going to be a collective schema. I think this year the Philadelphia Eagles are going to approach pressure from a schematic standpoint. We're just not going to line up with 4 guys and tell them guys to go at it and try to get to the quarterback. It's going to be schematically and strategically done. Pressure is going to come from linebackers, edge rushers. It's going to come from stunts. It's going to be a little more creative. It's going to be a little more harder to, to recognize by the offense. So I see what's happening and I see what's being built. Now, as far as the defensive tackle room, I just don't like the lack of experience there. I just feel like you're missing an OG. You're missing like a Linval Joseph, an Ndama Kasu. You're missing just a big OG who don't care about what weight he come into camp. You know what I'm saying? You that's what I'm saying. You're missing your bouncer. You ain't got no bouncer. You're missing an OG who got like 9 years in, he just big. He don't care about what weight he come into camp. He ain't trying to keep his weight down. He don't care about nothing. He just know that when a ball snapped, he's going to clog up the middle of that defense and cause havoc. You're missing an OG. That's all I'm saying. And I think they need to look at that. They need to look into that.
Do you see them adding to it? Like, because again, we still got a week of some change. Matter of fact, let me ask you from this angle. What moves, if any moves, do you anticipate Harry Roseman making at this point, at this juncture? What do you think he's thinking about right now? What position group? What player is he thinking about moving on from? Just give me your breakdown of what you expect or what you're thinking Harry Roseman is thinking about right now.
I think Howie Roseman is looking to make something shake in the tight end room. He has to be. It's no way you feel comfortable going into the season. Where's tight ends at? It's no way you feel. It's no way you feel comfortable with that because Grant Calcaterra, man, he's a good offensive guy. You know what I mean? He's a good route running tight end. He's one of those tight ends. Grant Calcaterra necessarily is not an extension of the offensive line in terms of blocking and stuff like that. Correct. So you got to go get you missing an OG. Dallas Goedert can kind of do it all, but you're missing the guy that could be an extra blocker out there. You know what I'm saying? Having Grant Calcaterra out there on some plays where he's just called to be an extra blocker, it just don't necessarily make any sense because he's best suited. You're missing, like, what's the dude that the Giants just released?
Our guy Jack Stoll.
Stoll was just a hard-nosed extra blocker for real. Just a physical dude. Yeah, just that's physical. You're missing that. Yeah, you're missing that. I think that could be the play. Edge, I think you're probably missing like another veteran there. But it's tough to say, man. It's really tough to say, honestly. It's tough to say.
I see definitely tight end, which we talked about earlier. Before you was on LB. Definitely tight end. Maybe, like I said, I know we have versatility across the offensive line. I know we can plug and play. Yeah. But we don't have a bona fide backup center. So if I'm looking at stuff, I can see that on the line. Definitely tight end too. And like you were saying, possibly a vet at DT. That's definitely something to look at as well, because the leaders of that room is now Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. And that does not mean Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis cannot lead a successful room.
Pressure, though.
We just have to see it, y'all. Because I know y'all know.
And Milton's there too. Milton is OG in that room too. I mean, he a young vet.
Yeah.
He in the contract year. He entering his 4th season contract. Money on the line for him. So he definitely want to make something shake.
Yeah, Milton Williams is going to be extended by week 3.
Let's stay there for a second, because I'm under the impression, I don't have nothing to substantiate this, but I'm under this impression that the Eagles came to him and wanted to give him something, and I just got this sneaky feeling that he was like, nah, I think I'm gonna wait a little bit. I think I want to try to whack y'all for a little bit more than what y'all offering me. Do y'all really see them being able to extend Milton Williams when this is his opportunity to really touch some real money in the NFL? The DT money is looking like wide receiver contracts now. Do you really think he'll be willing to stay second or third fiddle to Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis when a Jalen Carter and a Jordan Davis contract may be on the horizon?
It's not their time though. That's the thing. It's not Jalen Carter got probably like another 2 years before we even talking about that. He was a rookie last year.
Jordan Davis entering year 3. Normally those conversations start.
Jordan Davis is right now in a situation, I think, like this year will determine if we can really see not having to put him on a 5th-year option type of situation. You know what I mean? Right now we're seeing that. Milton Williams right now, like I believe they came to Milton right now because Milton don't have the leverage from the numbers, but they just know he's missing the playing time. Milton is like Fletcher out the door now. The playing time is about to come my way. Now I'm really about to show y'all. You know what I mean? Milton could be challenging. I feel like Milton has the potential to be hands down saying like me and Jalen Carter are neck and neck. I think Milton got that kind of potential. He just missing the playing time, yo.
Wow.
He just missing the playing time. I'm not gonna say that he gonna show that he better than Jalen Carter, but Milton been sitting. You gotta think Milton been sitting behind and watching and learning, bro, from Fletch. He done probably learned something from Jalen Carter with the explosive get off he got. Milton Williams is going to probably be. I wouldn't surprise me if he was the best D tackle on the roster this year. It would not surprise me.
Man.
That's a good point, Tone, because remember there were conversations like the Eagles are looking to extend him, and you're probably right. He probably said, "Oh no, he want to play and get that money up." That's a good point, and we'll see. Shoot, because if he playing better than Jalen and Jordan, like Tone is saying, then that price tag.
It's going to be interesting. You paying again, DT money is like wide receiver money now. These guys getting 30, 25 million. You know what I'm saying?
Right now, how we could get away with giving him 19 because he ain't have he don't got the production. So you know what I mean? That's how we did the Sweat. Well, how we extended Sweat. Sweat was just a 7-sack guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But how we extended Sweat. So he was able to give him like 12, 13. He was able to give him that. Right, he was able to give him something light. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I go.
How are y'all feeling? Because when we talked about what we felt like how he could maybe plug in, what positions he might be looking to still fill, I see most people in the comments are talking about the edge rushers. Are y'all comfortable with edge?
I'm comfortable with Huff and Sweat and BG. I'm comfortable with that rotation off the edge.
Yeah, I got
Patrick Johnson too. Jalix Hunt. Yeah, I'm comfortable. The only thing that would make me not comfortable, guys, is if Nolan Smith is getting more snaps than Jalix Hunt and Patrick Johnson. Then I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right. What if it's justified though? Then obviously you will be. I would imagine.
I ain't got nothing to say about it. Right now. It ain't justified.
Oh, really?
No, it's not justified. No, hell no.
So I'm actually kind of with you on that.
Mhm.
So at this juncture, in the pecking order, you would put Jalen Hunt ahead of Nolan Smith. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Jalen Hunt deserves more snaps than Nolan Smith.
The versatility.
It just is what it is. But if Nolan Smith get more week 1 snaps than Jalen Hunt, then Fangio lied to us. Fangio said he believed in putting the best player on the field. You know what I'm saying? Fangio, like I'm watching week 1 with a bird's eye view. Now I can see Nolan Smith getting more snaps than Patrick Johnson. I can see that happening because of where you drafted at. But Jalen Hunt has shown that he needs to be on the field more than Nolan Smith, man.
Yeah, I agree. And that's a great point, LB, because we need a change in culture.
Right.
And that starts with talent putting you on the floor and not name, longevity, and relationships putting you on the floor. And if Nolan Smith pops off and starts to become the high G we know he can be, then of course you earn those snaps, you earn those reps. But going into week 1, based off what we've seen from this off season, Jalen Hunt deserves more reps than Nolan Smith. There's no debate. There's no doubt about it. And that's not shade, hating, giving up. We want the most talent and the most talented on the floor each and every week. And if Nolan Smith continues to develop, then put him out there. Like, to us, it ain't about the name. It's about the game, baby. Some people be too caught up in the name.
Facts.
It's about who got game.
Right. Or yes, I'll take it a step further. I'll take it a step further. I feel like the organization gets a little wrapped up in draft placement.
Yeah.
You know, feeling like we have to play this guy because where he was drafted at.
That's a very good point. I had a problem with that for a long time.
I said we need a culture change, bringing in Kellen, bringing in Vic, 2 fresh minds in the Eagles organization. We hear Vic Fangio talking the talk, like you said, LB, in the press conferences. Everybody has to earn their spot, yada, yada, yada. We heard Devin White saying the same thing about Vic, everybody having to earn their spot, Bryce Huff. So that has been the conversation that's been relayed to the defense. And we are going to see week 1 whether that was all talk or if it was facts. Because we need to see Jalen Hunt more than Nolan Smith week 1. We need to be seeing Tristan McCullum more than we are seeing James Bradbury.
So look, y'all. I know we tied on time. I know Simone, you got something to do at 5:30. So this is what we're gonna do. Let's transition to the super chats, right? Because we got plenty of those, and that always take up a good amount of time. Let's get to those. Obviously we got a lot more to discuss. You guys are locked in on the link up with Simone Stanley, Laura Brunson. Make sure you guys stay locked in, smash that like button, stay engaged. You guys, the content only gets better. We appreciate y'all for being here, man. A lot to talk about. This thing is going to continue to develop. This roster is far from finished. Expect moves from Harry Roseman. Expected. So let's get to the super chats. We know y'all been waiting patiently, and y'all definitely paid for them, and we are grateful. So let's keep this thing going. Now, Shep, my man Shep, first one up. He says, like I said earlier, Tone, Eli Ricks will be needed, and I believe that he will show up when he's most needed. Fly Eagles fly. You know, it's funny. I initially didn't have
Eli make it?
My roster. Yeah, he made it. I initially didn't have him making. I didn't have him making it though. I really didn't. And then when I saw that Vikings game, I was like, "Yeah, I don't know if he's making it."
Same.
But here we are.
At the expense of, appreciate the super chat, Shep, but that's what we were saying. Like, I didn't have Ricks making the roster. I can see, of course, why he did. Still young potential. Y'all love them long arms. But that's a guy, EJ Jenkins, not making it. Like, when somebody making it, that's somebody getting shaved off. So now that's why we having to look extra at the tight end room. Like, was it really worth going in? Let's say this is the final roster. Is it worth going in with only 2 tight ends to that battle with injuries frequently and having Eli and Bradbury on the roster?
Yeah, it's not. It's not because Eli. Well, we obviously we know it's not. But Eli. This is my thing with the Eli Ricks being here. I like Eli Ricks being here, but we have so many needs, kind of like small needs, that I feel like Eli Ricks is one of those guys who's just one dimensional. He only could give you really outside cornerback reps. You know what I mean? That's why like you could have really like parted ways with Eli Ricks. It would have hurt, but you got dual usable, cornerbacks who could play slot, who could get down near the box and play on the outside. And you could have kept EJ Jenkins. So I don't know. We'll see. But they got a plan. We're gonna see how it works.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to my man Shep again. He followed up with a little super chat. He said 3 the hard way. Love you guys. LB, you definitely be on the money. We really appreciate you, Shep.
Appreciate you, Shep.
Thank you for donating once again, man. We really do appreciate you. Let's go to my man Cody. Cody with the $5 super chat. He says, keep up the good work, Tone. No backup center is scary, but the first year starter and no Kelsey. Yeah, man, that's a little nerve-wracking for me.
We only have one center on the roster.
Yes.
I gotta look at this thing.
We have one true center on the roster. We got a bunch of guards that maybe Jeff Stoutland can get together as a center.
Yes, not including the starters, right? These are the guys that made the roster, not including the starters. Fred Johnson, who I expected. Trevor Keegan, who I expected. Darian
Trevor
Kennard.
Keegan, a guard?
Trevor Keegan is a guard. He's a guard. Left guard, as a matter of fact. Darian Kennard, who I expected. And
I think Trevor Keegan could play center.
And Tyler Steen. So Trevor Keegan, Darian Kennard, Tyler Steen, and Fred Johnson made it. No Dylan McMahon, the boy we drafted from NC State. I thought he would make it.
What about the bull we got from he just won a natty.
Trevor Keegan.
That's Keegan.
Yeah, he a center. Keegan a center.
Oh, he a guard.
You sure?
Positive.
I know he.
Bro, I thought he was playing center in the championship game.
No,
my phone just died.
No, he was playing guard. Let me double check. Hold on. Let me double check.
Maybe he does.
I swore he played some center.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me check his draft profile because I vividly remember him just playing guard. I remember that. Let me check though. So, all right.
But then he was playing like the whole preseason game at center though, right?
I know.
They had him at guard.
Maybe I'm thinking of
Dylan McMahon was so at center at the training camp.
They saying Michigan center went to the 49ers. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So it was Brett Toth and it was Dylan McMahon, and Matt Hennessy played a little bit of center. They cut Matt Hennessy. They cut Brett Toth. They cut Dylan McMahon.
This the thing, y'all. And Stoutland we trust. Stoutland knows somebody over there could play some center. If all hell break loose, I would hate to see Landon Dickerson playing center though.
Yeah, because then
I would hate to see that, even though he can, because that's the only logical shift that I could see. Landon Dickerson going to center, and somebody filling in that left guard. But
facts. Shout out to my man Cody. Thank you again for the $5 super chat, bro. We really appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Cody.
Larry Love with the $4.99 super chat. He says Josh Jobe should have been cut. I don't understand what they ever see in him. And backup center going to be Nick Gates. So Josh Jobe was cut.
Right. I'm about to say what? Josh Jobe made this roster?
Yeah, Larry. So Josh Jobe was cut, and Nick Gates was also cut as well. To your point though about him being backup center, it's very plausible the Philadelphia Eagles dip back into the waiver wire or the free agency pool and bring back one of those guys. Howie Roseman is notoriously known for making under the table deals and telling guys, "Hey, don't pack your bags yet. I'm calling you, okay?" So,
but our ops got to be watching this close. If you're a real op of the Eagles, you need to sign them centers. So Howie can't go back and get them.
Exactly.
If you're a real op. You know what I mean?
Facts. Shout out to my man Larry Love for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. And he followed it up with another. Larry spending that money.
Larry got money.
He said, you know what? What is it? Tuesday? Oh no, it ain't payday yet. Larry said, "Come on, y'all." Well, with the $9.99 super chat, he says, "Come on, y'all. We all know how we don't like being wrong. It's the only reason why Bradbury's here. Look how long he hung on to JJ, the umbrella man. How
JJ was on a rookie deal though. Bradbury getting a sack.
Bradbury, and Bradbury isn't one of our draft picks. But
right, and it wouldn't even would have cost us much after June 1.
Yeah. The fate was already sealed. They only would have lost maybe what, like 8 or 7 million if they would have cut him, because the money this year is already guaranteed. That's why James ain't stressing right now. The money already locked in this year. That's why James answering all the questions in the interviews. You know, he been real transparent. He been a team player. He ain't got nothing to, hey, listen, man, the money gonna be there.
I want to know what I want to see the piece of film that they saw in preseason that said, "Let's keep James Bradbury." Because it ain't like he was cooking in preseason, in my opinion. But moving along.
But it's crazy all the old bulls getting cut, bruh. Quiz got cut today. Quiz Watkins got cut.
You really surprised though?
No. Boston Scott got cut.
No matter if you know what that tells me. That tells me we was wrong holding on to guys for that long. Because Boston, I ain't got a problem with Boston. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got a problem with Boston.
Yeah, I don't got a problem with Boston.
But Quez, I was watching one of them Steelers games. He fumbled on a punt. I'm like, bro, come on, man.
We only held him as rookie deal.
I feel you, but
we didn't have to put him on the field, though. That's what I'm saying. Go.
That's a fact.
Keep it warm for Olamide.
Yeah, I guess for me, it's just the fact that, and I've been talking about it. It's just that these other teams, they seeing what we should have been seeing. It took them a shorter amount of time to see it, but nonetheless.
They have no obligation to help him develop.
True, that's true. It's a good point.
They don't obligation. Yeah,
it's a good point. That's a good point. And I mean, Quez did outplay Jalen Reagor, so I give him some love.
What was our obligation to put him back in that game?
Larry Love.
Man, we said
Larry Love back with it. He back with it with the $4.99 super chat. He said Jalen Hunt is the hidden gem. I agree with that 100%. Jalen Hunt is the hidden gem. It will surprise all of us and Milton Williams, but I think we still need another linebacker that can play out in coverage. I ain't mad about that logic though. I think you still need a linebacker that you trust out there, to say the least. If as a matter of fact, speaking to his point, is there any linebacker that you trust remotely in coverage?
I trust Trotter in coverage. I trust Trotter in coverage a little bit, and I trust Devin White in coverage because he got the speed to run with a running back. So if he can anticipate and he got the speed to get there, so I trust them too.
Yeah.
Larry Love still spending bread. Larry Love got money.
Hey man, Larry Love got some good points.
Hey, listen, Larry Love spreading the love. War with the $4.99 super chat, or as LB would say, War V. Paris and EJ should have made it for show, but who do y'all think should have been cut instead?
Brad.
But to eat the $8 million?
No. Not for Paris.
They ate more. They ate more than that before.
I'm fine with Paris.
Yeah.
Cut. Paris Campbell being cut. I had Paris Campbell cut on my prediction, and you missed when we talked about this, LB. But me and Tone was saying we thought it was Anais Smith or Paris Campbell, right? But once they put Anais Smith on IR and still cut Paris Campbell, that just goes to show they was never considering keeping Paris Campbell on the roster. It wasn't even considered.
Yeah, that's why after Jahan Dotson, the Paris thing was done. It was done.
Yeah.
It was done. Because I think they would have kept him had they not traded for Jahan Dotson.
I feel that. Shout out to War V, man. We appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate
JJ
you,
with the $2 super chat. Someone you want to read this one?
What do you think about picking up Ernest Jones? For what price?
He a free agent?
No, he actually, JJ, he actually just got traded to the Titans. From the Rams. It was that linebacker from the Rams, and he supposedly was a starter last year. He got traded for a 5th round pick to the Titans. So
earlier today.
Yeah. So
he's looking for a new contract.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
It was a contract situation. Yeah. See, we can't bring in anybody who want bread.
Exactly, and you know how
that's our problem because we ain't spending no bread there
at all. You know how that go. And
appreciate you, JJ.
I'm curious now that we there real quick. If Devin White have a great season, do you think Howie give him another year or two, or give him something?
We have to.
Devin White trying to break the bank.
Yeah, he is.
Devin White is trying to have a season that's going to say I should get like a 3-year extension worth blah blah blah. Devin White trying to break the bank, and I don't think we keeping him regardless. I think this is just his opportunity to put on a good audition for whoever want to keep him.
I feel that. Shout out to my man Michael Felder with the $10 donation. Man. Appreciate you, Michael.
Devin White.
Another great collab, my guy.
Appreciate you, Michael.
Another one, my guy Michael.
They told me to stop pocket watching, so
another one.
No, I'm pocket watching. I appreciate you, Michael.
Right, Michael got money.
I'm pocket watching for sure. Michael dropped 30 ball.
That's my guy. You see with the OG hurt season bucket on. That's the OG.
Oh yeah. Shout out to my man, my man, Larry Love with another one. He said, "I'm sick. Kadarius Toney gets away. We missed it."
He buns. I think Kadarius Toney got like a work ethic issue though. He got all the talent in the world. I just think he's lazy or something. There gotta be something to that. Then when they got Xavier Worthy, I knew it was up for him.
Bro, listen, I knew it was up for him when he had that Instagram live where all you saw was his teeth in the dark, looking like a demon. Like I knew
it was up for him.
I knew it was up, man. That boy.
He went to practice with no shoes, barefoot, running around,
crazy,
like a Flintstone. when he got drafted by the Giants. I'm like, man, he got a couple screws loose.
Bro, I've been knew something was up with Ball, man, and it was crazy because when the Giants drafted him, they really thought they had one, and I was like, nah, you should.
He was on a lot of people's lists, though. He was on a lot of people's lists for being one of them ones.
He was. That's true. Let's go to War again. He says, "Who was y'all with the 499 super chat?" He says, "Who was y'all under the radar player? Y'all looking forward to seeing this year?" Mine's is Jalix Hunt. That boy a dog, hidden gem. Anybody y'all got other than him?
Jalix Hunt for show.
I'm gonna have to break it out.
BG.
My lucky BG. My lucky BG.
I think he going off this year.
I think B getting 10.
I got a feeling.
You know what I'm saying?
I got this
I
feeling
think he
going out
getting
with
10.
a bang. I got a feeling.
I would say Jalix.
Okay,
if I have to pick another one, I don't know if this even counts as under the radar. But Jahan Dotson, just because the way everybody want to talk, he act like we ain't get nobody. I want him to moss everybody.
He definitely gonna get a commander smoke.
Right.
For sure. You know, in his press conference, he said, "Yeah, I mean, it's not really no beef or no issues until we play him." So I was like, that's lit.
I like that mindset.
Instead
of just saying, "Oh, it's all business," I got
nothing. See, I like what we doing. We got somebody that gotta cook the Giants. Saquon gotta cook them. Buddy gotta cook the Commanders, and the whole group gotta cook Dallas.
Facts. I like that. If I had to give you guys somebody, I would say my underrated guy would probably be Moro Ojomo. I think Moro gonna have a good season. I like him.
Right.
I think he's gonna really wreck some stuff. If I give you another guy, I'll probably say, let me go offense. If it's anybody on the offensive side, I got this sneaky suspicion, and I'm not saying he's gonna have crazy stats, but I think I got this sneaky suspicion that every time Will Shipley touch the ball, he gonna do something real crazy with it. You know,
I can see that.
You know, that's me rolling the dice, but I got this feeling that when he do get his chance, he gonna just,
like how Gus Edwards was for Baltimore.
Yeah, just every time he touches the ball, he doing something with it.
Right.
He getting more than 5 yards every time he touch it. So
just positive production.
Just positive. And I wouldn't be surprised if they use Kenny Gainwell or Will Shipley or Saquon Barkley, any combination of that, in like those 2 running back sets, those 21 personnel sets. You know what I mean? So we'll see. All right, let's go to the next one. Shout out to my man War B again.
Appreciate you, War.
Sure.
Since LB brought him up, did y'all see the little boys trying to get Dalvin cooked?
Sure enough,
but they ain't getting.
Huh?
He's
still trying. Right? Oh, okay. Yeah, he visited. He did today. He gonna sign.
You know he is. He a running back.
What happened to Dalvin Cook last season? I'm not even trying to be funny.
Got picked up by
the Ravens. I don't know. I think did he get injured?
He got picked up by the Ravens in the playoffs.
Yeah, he wasn't never injured. What happened with Dalvin Cook was Aaron Rodgers got hurt. Then he became a forgotten man because first he was with the Jets.
Yes.
We was like, we was like, yo, they about to be crazy. Then the whole season went under.
The whole offense
was cooked. Yeah, the whole offense was cooked. So yeah, that's the only thing that happened. I think he got more left in the tank than Zeke.
And then Breece Hall got hurt too last year. He was out for the season, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So
right.
He pretty much had some issues all across the board.
Zach Wilson. Interesting. I'll keep my eye on that. Little boys have to.
I think the offensive line gonna be butt though, so it don't even matter.
Yeah, they lost Tyron Smith to the Jets, right?
I think the offensive line will be butt.
Yeah,
I don't think Tyler Guyton is like that. He looked good. Everybody looked good going against Mozzie Smith. Mozzie Smith is I ain't worried about no Tyler Guyton or Cooper BB. They starting 2 rookies on that O-line. They about to get treated this year.
Our Sydney family from Australia holding it down with the $7.99 super chat. He says, "Good morning. Wednesday, 7 a.m. Just woke up. Did Jay Hunt really make the 53? Sure did.
Of course.
Yeah, of course he did.
Good morning, Sid. Good morning.
Good morning, Australia. Mike, good morning. All right, let's keep this joint going. Appreciate you, Sydney. And Shep with the final super chat before we get out of here.
Got bread for sure.
Shep cutting it, man. He cutting.
Appreciate you, Shep.
He says,
what do y'all think about our special teams, being that we have new kickoff rules? That's a good question, actually. I think it's going to be a lot of run backs in the NFL in general. Yeah. That formation is not helpful, bro. I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to be at least 4 teams that lose on a kickoff return at the end of the game because of that formation. The trick plays that these coordinators are already crafting up is going to be crazy, man.
You're gonna start seeing pitches and all that. You're gonna see guys pitching it.
Yeah.
It's gonna get crazy.
Yep.
It's gonna get crazy. But I think we definitely gonna see situations where teams lose on that. But we'll see. I mean, it does look weird still, though. Watching the preseason, it just look weird, but I kind of like
it. It even looked weird on Madden.
Oh yeah, how was it on Madden? Yeah, how was it?
It look it's different. It's different, man. I ain't gonna lie, it's different. I took one back to the crib yesterday, but I had like 5 taken back on me though.
That's crazy.
Like, man, it's crazy. Yeah,
for sure.
Them boys been practicing and getting ready because the last thing I need is my heart snatched on a kick.
Man, the defense. I know it's just a video game. Defense, Swiss cheese. Everybody dropping 30 on me.
Ours?
Oh, Madden, yeah. Everybody dropping 30 on me. I know it's just a video game, y'all, but I'm like, man, it's frustrating because I'm dropping 30 too. Like the games I'm winning is like because I got the ball last. Because everybody, you know what I mean? Because I can't be stopped because the offense is crazy. Defense, barbecue.
Damn. Well, Shep, I appreciate you for the super chat. We really appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all came in on
no, that's a fact. That's a fact.
It came in on this impromptu live stream, man. We normally do it on Wednesdays, but we had to bless y'all today. It was crazy. I reached out to LB and Simone this morning. I said, listen, what's the move, man? What we doing? LB
right, yeah, because the 53, you know, we knew that was going to drop, and we always going to talk about it individually. So why not give it to y'all a day early since we gave it to y'all a day late last week?
Facts. I love it, man. So again, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Right, 2 weeks back to back. We ain't even touch it on Wednesday.
Facts, man. We're gonna have a lot to talk about next week because next week the game gonna be on Friday. We link up next Wednesday. The energy gonna be high, man. I've been talking crazy, man. I've been telling people all season. I'm
gonna have my keys to victory nice and loaded for that one.
Tuesday because I'm gonna be gone Wednesday.
Oh yeah, that's
right. Yeah, you traveling,
right?
I'm scared.
We can do it Tuesday. I'm cool with that.
Damn, no, we take the computer, do it from the hotel room. Show us what the city looking like.
I'm scared.
You scared for that L. You scared for that L.
You're nervous as hell.
I know what you're scared for.
But the thing that's crazy. So my mom's friend, she went to Florida State, diehard Florida State football fan. Her husband go to every Florida State game. They went to Ireland. And she been telling my mom about the Ireland trip and Florida State loses this past weekend. Now I'm scared because I'm like, dang.
Yeah, I know you're scared. You done spent them rackies for the L.
Nah,
that would be crazy. But I'm gonna be out there for the home opener though. So
we taking
either way it go, Atlanta getting cooked. Either way it goes. So be thankful for that.
So do y'all think I should do Wednesday? Y'all
it's up to you. I'm flexible.
Do Wednesday. Wait, that's next Wednesday?
Yeah, next Wednesday, yeah.
I get there like 8 o'clock though.
What day is that actually?
What's the time difference over there?
It's an hour.
We're in the same time zone? Oh, it's an hour difference?
So I think 8 for me. It'll be an hour ahead for y'all.
It's only an hour difference?
Yeah.
Damn.
Let's do Tuesday if we can. Let's do Tuesday if we can.
All right, so the third.
I'm gonna have the girls. They're gonna be in here all loud.
Hey, I'm with whatever. Y'all know me. So,
yeah, we could do Tuesday.
All right, bet. Let's lock it in for Tuesday. So we'll see y'all next Tuesday. Y'all know how we get down here at the Linc Up.
Right.
We're so grateful for y'all, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button on the way in. Hopefully you smash it on the way out. Do not forget, man, the content is gonna be in full effect. This football season is here. It's here. You know, the pressure is on, the stakes are high. I'm not taking no prisoners. I'm not buddy with nobody. Everybody is an op this season. You know what I'm saying? So listen, man, we appreciate y'all for locking in the way y'all do. Y'all know the vibe, you know the energy. Again, the lovely Simone Stanley, the brolic, the brazen Lord Brunson, and of course yours truly, Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports. We'll catch up with y'all next time. We out of here.